Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. I'm Latasha Medallia, local real estate expert here in Tallahassee, Florida. How are you? I see you're here. Hi. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time of the segment where we're going to go ahead and grab pen and paper because Tasha's going to rattle off a whole bunch of websites. So, pen and paper, pumpkin and spice. Pumpkin pie and spice. That's cute. Hello, 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 hello. Got your pencil? Got your paper? All right, let's go. Everybody got pen and paper? I know one person does. Because the weather here in Florida, hold please. I can hold. You know what? Let me get my little notey thing so that way you can even screenshot too. So give me half a sec. We're going to roll through this. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to go fast because I don't know how long we're going to have electricity. You know, here in Florida, in northern Florida, we're experiencing this lovely little tropical storm. So I'm going to try to make things easier and let you screenshot too. One moment. Okay. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. So we're going to go through this. Y'all ready? So I'm going to try to make it as long as I can. Like I said, hey Pooh. Like I said, the weather here is shady. So let's see how far we can get and how long we can get before it gets shut down. Y'all ready? Okay, so if you're new, thank you. Welcome this evening. I'm Latasha McDowell, your real estate coach here in Tallahassee, Florida. We're going to talk about a few things. When you see the little thingy, you can screenshot and get the information. So first things first. You're new. If you're new, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Do know when you stepped into this venue, if you were thinking about changing your address is about to change. Okay? So, let's get ready. Let's go. Okay? What I would like for you guys to do is occasionally, hey babes, hey fam, hey Dawn. What I would like for you guys to occasionally do is to tap the screen for me so that way as many people can get as much information and know that I am here to help as many as possible. That's the goal. We're always here to help everyone. So as you guys can see, I have a few moderators and friends in the group. So if you miss something, please pay attention to the comments. They're wonderful people. They're good to me. They repeat my information to make sure that everyone has it. The number one rule here is that we treat everybody kindly and a lot of courtesy. And we try to help each other out because we all want us to grow and be great. Okay? So I have this little piece of hair, y'all, that's stuck on my eyelash that's driving me insane. All right, got it. So y'all ready? Okay. First things first. Again, I'm Latasha McDowell, your real estate coach here in Tallahassee, Florida. Thank you. You guys can spend your time with anyone that you choose to spend it with, but I greatly appreciate the fact that you are spending it with me. So let's go ahead and get the preliminary information out of the way. So you're going to want to screenshot. This is my contact information. My husband made these little sticks for me. So you can go ahead and screenshot it. It's my name and my telephone number. My office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I typically go live Monday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. No, this is for everybody. I help everybody, whether you live in Florida, Kalamazoo, New York City, it doesn't matter. Here we go. Information I provide is universal. So we got it. Let's go. Move on. Next thing's thing. Yes, I did flip the whole thing. Guys, you will learn very quickly that I am very silly. So, hi Arizona. You're welcome. I'm going to try and acknowledge as many people as I can. Nope, the information applies to everyone in the United States. Okay? So, let's go over the first thing. Hi, South Carolina. The first thing is I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have shown up because you saw my post, either one or two, the major posts that I have. Either it's about the NACA program, which we will cover, or it's about you in Pensacola, you my neighbor, or it's going to be about the hello, or it's going to be about the National Home Buyers Fund. We're going to cover all that. MISSISSIPPI. Okay, but the first thing we're going to talk about, because you guys have not been here in a while, we're going to cover those two things, but we also need to catch you up real quick on some things that you may not know about. That does the grant you mentioned help if you're building a home? Yes, it does. Everything that I'm going to talk about, Louisiana, I'm from New Orleans. Everything that we're going to talk about is going to cover the whole entire United States. Y'all ready? Let's go. First things first, I want y'all to screenshot. Actually, let's do this. You can screenshot this at the same time. HUDHomestore.com, HUDHomestore.com. That's a website that you can look up homes. You can put in, it's going to come up a map. You can put in your city, your state, your zip code. Every home that's on this website, the down payment for these homes are $100. Every one of these homes, the down payment is $100. This is perfect for those who are doing the FHA 203K loan. The FHA 203K loan is a rehab loan. So if you're wanting to purchase a property, rehab it, or if you're wanting, to live in, or if you're wanting to buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and then repeat. That's the BRRRR method. If you want to buy, renovate it, rent it, refinance it, and repeat the process, this is where you can go and find homes for that. I did have a client who here in Florida got a couple of acres for little or nothing, I promise you. Because these are mostly homes that's been repossessed by HUD from FHA. VA, if you're VA, your VA benefits, zero down payment, zero down payment. You can go to the website. The link is in my bio where you can get your certification. This is for vets who have been honorably discharged or general discharges. I'm going through these kind of. Does HU what? Okay. We're going to go through this kind of quickly. The next thing we're going to talk about is HUD. HUD, H-U-D, HUD.gov. HUD, H-U-D, HUD.gov. When you go to HUD.gov, if you want to learn all about FHA loans or 203K loans, if you want to know about how you can get HUD assistance to repair your home, a lot of people have asked me about that in the comments. You can use FHA loans, the FHA 203K loan, to repair your home. FHA 203K. That's the loan. Go to HUD.gov. You're going to hover over what we do. You're going to see the loan types drop down, and there you go, all the information for that. The next website we're going to talk about is USDA.gov. That's USDA.gov. USDA.gov is a type of loan that's meant for. Thank you, son. I greatly appreciate y'all. Look, my son brought me dinner.
I cook for me and you.
Oh, marvelous, son. Marvelous. Okay, so 203K. 203K. That's the HUD loan. That's the rehab loan. That's where you can use that loan to rehab your home and or purchase home that it can be rehabbed. It covers rehabbing everything from structural damages to landscape. You can do everything with it. The down payment, it will be 3.5%, just like with the regular FHA loan. With FHA, you can qualify for 3.5 down payment if your credit score is 580 and above. If your credit score is from 500 to 579, you'll be required to put 10% down. Yes, you can purchase a home with your score in between 500 to 579. I just don't know a lender who will do it, not in this day and times, but it is a possibility. But generally, FHA, once your score is a 580 and above, is at 3.5%. Although that's FHA guidelines, that does not mean that a lender may not require for your score to be at least a minimum of 620. Most lenders now, because of the pandemic, they're looking for your score to be in between 620 to 640. Now, back to USDA. USDA is a loan for rural areas. Rural does not mean horses, cows, pigs. Usually it means outside the city limits. So With the USDA loan, you can go to usda.gov, click on the map. Yes, it's the same people who do USDA beef. Go to the website, click on the map, put in your city and your state. You'll see what areas that are USDA areas. Those are zero down payments as well. Okay, that loan type. The question is, how long do you have to wait for bankruptcy to be discharged before you can purchase a home? The answer is 24 months. Within those 24 months, please make sure that you are working to reestablish yourself as being credit worthy by doing things such as the link in my bio for Self Lender, which is a self loan program that will show us a positive pay history. So it's a certificate deposit that you're purchasing, and it can turn into a secure card. But basically, the money is going into a savings. You can try something like getting another secure card. Do not get any secure card that requires for you to have your credit pulled. You don't want to do any more inquiries. The next question is, do you have to have great credit? The answer is absolutely not. For example, with the USDA loan, you can purchase anything. As far as a residential property, you can purchase land to build new property. You can purchase up to 4 units. You can purchase up to 4 units with FHA loans. You can purchase up to 4 units with VA loan. That goes down into what we call house hacking. Okay? That's going to depend on, it depends, the question is about the housing choice voucher. Typically that's usually for the housing choice vouchers can only be used on particular homes in a particular area. So they're very stringent about that, but you can go to HUD.gov and it'll give you more information on that. The next question is, how does it work if you have student loans? Well, if you have a student loans, the lender will, as of the 15th of August, the lender will calculate only 0.5% of your loan versus previously it was 1%. So if before in the past you were getting denied because your loan amount was too much, go back to a lender, have them recalculate everything. If you've already been pre-approved, you may qualify for more money. It's happened to a couple of our clients. Or if you were disqualified before, you may be eligible now. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next product, which is, we're going to talk about the National Home Buyers Fund. I have to keep thinking about it because I want to use the acronym. So the National Home Buyers Fund, okay, I'm going to answer that question. The National Home Buyers Fund it's a nationwide program. Okay, I'm located in Tallahassee, Florida. It's a nationwide program that can give you up to 5% of the cost of the loan. It can be used for your down payment, or it can be used as your closing costs. Here's how I'll explain that. It can be granted to you 2 ways. Either as down payment assistance, which means it'll go towards your down payment, hey baby, or it can be gifted to you as a gift. And if it's gifted to you as a gift, then you can use the money towards your closing costs. So now let's talk about how I was saying that you can purchase these a home with little to no money down. Let's go. If you qualify for down payment assistance, let me back up. The National Home Buyers Fund is a down payment assistance program. Yes, it does have income criteria. However, the income criteria is not as stringent as most down payment assistance programs. So I did post where you can contact them. The website is nhfloans.com. nhfloans.com. Please understand, and the reason why it says loans at the end is because it is technically a second mortgage, which means 95.5% down payment assistance programs are second mortgages, which means if in the event that you do not stay based in a home based upon their residency criteria, you will have to pay them back. If you set a time frame, it'll be gifted, written off. It's forgivable. Okay? Hello, my family members and friends. How are you? Also, can you guys tap on the screen for me? That would be greatly appreciated. This is how you can purchase with little to no money down. There's actually a plethora of different ways that you can do this, but the most easy and common way would be this. Let's say you're looking for down payment assistance programs. The best way to find out what down payment assistance programs are available in your area is if you Google down payment assistance plus your state. So for me, it would be down payment assistance plus Florida, down payment assistance plus South Carolina, down payment assistance plus Georgia. Get it? Got it? Yeah. So everything that's available as down payment assistance in your state will populate. It will be your responsibility to actually read to determine what you're eligible for. I'm trying to keep on track because I want to answer questions when I see them pop up. It will be your responsibility to read to see what you're eligible for. Typically on each down payment assistance website, they will have a link that says, these are our participating lenders. Okay? Not every lender participates with every program. So it's going to be responsible for you to do your due diligence and actually see to find out what you're eligible for and who participates in it. Okay? Now, let me also say this. The down payment assistance plus closing costs from programs such as the National Home Buyers Fund, that'll cover your closing costs. Another way that you can have your closing costs covered is if your lender allows you to roll your closing costs into the loan. That means that you're coming to the table with little to nothing out of pocket. But do understand this. If you use the method of rolling the closing costs into your loan, if your lender allows you, that means that you're financing more money. Okay? So although you may not be coming out with money up front out of pocket, you will be paying this more money. And when they roll it up, now you're not only paying, more money because it's accruing interest and it's going to be over time. So these are available options. I'm just going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, the whole full of it. I'm not going to just tell you it's shiny and pretty. No, there is no such thing as a perfect situation. Okay? So that's pretty much one way in which you can purchase without any money out of pocket or very little money coming to the closing table. Of course, we all know that we can ask for closing costs. That would also help us. So if we have, hey, babe. So if we have, what about cash out refi? I keep saying cash out refi, but what about it? I lost my train of thought. That's why I try not to look at too many comments at one time. Hey, babes. So with the coming to the closing table, a lot of people ask for closing costs. Based upon the climate right now, I personally really don't ask for closing costs. And here's why. If let's say the house is for sale for $180. And what's that? It's the National Home Buyers Fund is what it's called. If the house is $180 and you're offering, if you're looking for Florida, baby, I'm your realtor. I'm not ignoring your questions. I actually see them. I'm just trying to keep on my train of thought. So if you are asking the seller for closing costs, let's say, okay, the house is $180. I want to offer $185, but then I'm asking for $5,000 in closing costs. Well, you just basically offered me full ask, is what you did. You didn't really make it that much more attractive over the next person. Get it? So it doesn't really, work that well. What I typically ask for, I would ask for the seller to pay for discount points and for the survey and for your home buyer's warranty, stuff like that. Those are things I ask to pay for, especially at discount points, because if I can reduce your interest rate over the life of your loan, that's less you're going to have to pay out of pocket each month. Yes, I am a realtor and I'm a real estate coach here in Tallahassee, Florida. Let's see, how long does it take to get approved for this grant? Because my process is right now, she's getting into. That's going to depend upon, I don't work for the organization, so the processing time, to be honest with you, I really don't know. It's going to depend upon where you fall in line. As in anything in life, this has been out for a few days now. So I'm pretty sure that there were people who were aware of it. Now, since my TikTok, even more people are aware of it. So I can't say if it's going to take 2 months, 3 months, 24 hours, or 3 days. All I can tell you is to apply and see what happens. At least apply and possibly get an answer, then not apply and then not have no answer at all. That's the honest answer. So that's how you can possibly, reduce your cost. Okay? You're very welcome. So the next topic that we're going to talk about is, again, for those who are just arriving, when you're looking for down payment assistance, Google your state, plus down payment assistance. For example, Google down payment assistance in New York. Everything that's available in New York will populate. Okay? So, about the NACA program. Oh, which is the best program for refi? If you're looking for financial assistance, then try the National Home Buyers Fund. You're welcome, baby. So, NACA. NACA, N-A-C-A, their website is naca.com. So let's talk about that real quickly. NACA is coined the best home mortgages for a reason. 0 down payment, 0 closing costs, not based upon credit, no fees, no points. There you go. That's the NACA program in a nutshell. Now, let me tell you how I want to pay off my own, which is the best one, only 048K. Okay, hold on, I'll answer. As far as the NACA program, it has some great pros. That was a list of the pros. Here's a list of the cons. It's human beings running this organization, which means, and your length of time for getting approved is based upon the human being that's called you. Let me tell you how it works. Since it's not predicated upon credit, it's predicated upon what they call your character. Okay? What the NACA program is that they're going to ask you for your rental history to make sure you've paid your rent on time. They are going to look at your credit. They're not looking at your credit score, but they're looking at how you manage your credit. So if you, for example, had anything that was late, let's say you applied for the program, you had a late payment back in March, then guess what? You won't be eligible for approval until the following March because you've had that late payment. It's based upon your character, meaning how you manage your funds. Okay? Now, let me say this. I recently had buyers that closed 2 weeks ago. You might have seen the post. When originally we met, they were originally working for the NACA program. That's what they wanted. But I never tell you not work on your credit. Continually always work on your credit. They went from thinking about, okay, we're going to be in our home in December because that's what NACA told them. And ultimately they ended up getting their credit together and being able to be eligible for a conventional loan, and they got in their home 2 weeks ago? Last week. They moved in this past weekend. So we closed the week before that. So that was 2 weeks ago. And we have been working together since April. So that's April, May, mid-April. So May, June, July, August. We worked together for 4 months and got everything together. And believe you me, student loans was a major issue. Major. These are people with masters and PhDs. So student loans was a major issue. But we worked on the credit and we were able to get it accomplished. Okay. So even though you originally say, okay, I'm going to work on a NACA program, I'm still going to always encourage you to work on your credit because you may become eligible for, conventional loan, FHA loan, and then you're able to get in your home a lot sooner. And then you can get something like down payment assistance, closing costs, or what have you. And I will never tell you, hello, baby. I will never tell you to ever put your eggs in one basket. I will never tell you that. Okay. So, with that being said, if you're needing help with your credit, there's a link in my bio for credit repair services that we offer. I'm saying we because it's me and a team of people. That's why I say we. But it is an available option for you. For those of you who are like, okay, Tosh, I'm right on the cusp of getting my credit together and I got approved for a home mortgage for $225. What should I do? You should sit down and find out what your real budget is by adding up your bills in your home as well as what your mortgage will be and your realistic bills like gas, food, and then base your purchase price on that, not on what the lender offered you. Otherwise, you'll end up in a house and be house poor, and you'll be mad and angry at yourself because you go from being a homeowner to a home owning you. Now, what was I saying? Oh, if you're wanting to quickly boost your credit report and you want to do this like in 30 days or so and you want to see a significant jump, there's a link in my bio that's called Credit Your Rent. Your rent is what we call alternative credit. If you're paying your rent on time each month, get credit for it. Okay? You go there, you sign up. I want to say it's $9.95 a month. Don't quote me on that. Go check it out for yourself. I'm going to always tell you. Double check everything I tell you. I'm not Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, nor my Jesus. I'm a human being just like you. So, Boost, you can go ahead and you can add alternative credit, which is your rent, to your credit bureau report. Okay? So when you go and you add your rent, your score, let's say if you do 2 years of you've been paying your rent on time, your score can jump anywhere from 40 to 100 point in 30 days once it updates. Okay? So go ahead, check it out. Okay? Always wait, monthly fee to set up is $99 or $149. You may be right. Like I said, that's why I said what I said. But ask yourself this. If you're going to pay $149, $99, $189, $209, is it better to pay that one-time fee and get your score where you need it to be in your home? Is it worth it? And I'm honest to tell you that is a worth it question. It's one of the ones I always ask my clients. Like, if you say that if you lose a bid over $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, is it worth it? So I'm always going to ask you to make that decision. So ask yourself, is it worth it? Okay. The link for it is in my bio. Okay. The link for it is in my bio. I'm going to do one other little quick housekeeping moment, and then I'm going to go back to talking about home ownership. Ladies and gentlemen, family, I welcome all entrepreneurs and the entrepreneurial spirit. I love it. However, please do not solicit your own business while you are on my live. Here's why. I don't know you. I don't know what you do. I do not recommend anything to anyone whom gives me their ear or listen to me or trust me. So I don't want my family members to be confused or misled. So if there's something that you would like to promote, please, by all means, bring it to me first. Because if one of my family members are misled and ran astray and used or abused, I'm knocking on your front door. Love you. Okay, back to talking about the houses. So, here's another thing. Let's talk about... Okay, we talked about credit. We talked about self. We talked about FHA loans. We talked about USDA. We talked about VA. I feel like we talked about the BRRRR method, house hacking. What's the Google site for? You're going to Google your state plus down payment assistance. Okay, so income self. Okay, so if you are self-employed, please make sure you have your taxes together. If you are self-employed, please make sure you have your taxes together. Unfortunately, I had a situation where I had a client whom had gotten a pre-approval. I'll tell you 2 horror stories. A client that had gotten her pre-approval and her taxes were not together. We had put the house under contract. She had all kind of inspections, shopping, this, that, and the other. And then when she went to go to underwriting, it was an epic fail. I think I might have cried every day for a week for her because I knew how much she really wanted this home. And I think she probably cried too. So please, make sure you get your stuff together. Okay? All right? Yes, I'm in Florida. All right. Now, another horror story. If in the event, okay, you signed up on NACA 5 years ago and you're still wanting to purchase a home, I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth, how I feel about those kind of, that statement. I really feel like maybe it wasn't your time then, but your time is now. Because if you'd have bought 5 years ago, the interest rate would have been really, 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 really much higher. So here's what I would like for you to do. I would like for you to not only give NACA another opportunity. Y'all, my friend on here. My friend, these kids' mommy, if you guys see her, She is an exceptional realtor here in Florida as well. Hey, Pooh. We missed our date. Okay, sorry y'all, I got distracted. But anywho, make sure you guys have your stuff in order. Do I think now is a good time to buy? I think now is an exceptional time to buy. When is the interest rate going to be this low again? So, sweetheart, try and give NACA another try. Hopefully, within those 5 years, you were working on your credit. If you're needing a realtor in your area, please DM me your information, and I will help get you referred to a realtor in your area. Do you have to have good credit for NACA? No. Do you need good credit, period? Yeah, you do. Life is very expensive when you have bad credit. Very expensive. Can I use credit your rent if I pay half a mortgage because I'm on the home? Are you paying rent? You say your credit score is over 750 now and you're still working on it. If your credit score is 750, can you buy me a Harley? You'll get approved. Your score is 825 below income. So, there are ways you can work on your income. Like, one thing this pandemic has taught me is that, we're entrepreneurs. We really have a creative spirit. We have to start looking at our hobbies as an actual stream of income. And once we find out that we can have our hobbies as a stream of income, then we need to keep working until we get to the river, because the river is ourselves and we have multiple streams that can come off of us. We just have to think about what we're actually able to do. Can child support be removed from your credit? It can. Was that the question? So and also someone asked me earlier about Social Security disability. Can you purchase a home while on Social Security disability? Yes, you absolutely can. If your credit score is 750, you're right, you don't need NACA. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of questions. You live in a housing and you want to buy a home for the first time? So let's change your phrasing. One thing you guys will learn about me is I'm a glass half full kind of girl. You live in housing and you are purchasing your first home. Okay? So if you're wanting to schedule an appointment with me so we can talk about how we can make that dream come true, please use the link in my bio. You got kicked off you got kicked off or you got kicked off? Trying to understand what you said. What about cash out refi? Yeah. If you're wanting to cash out refi on the VA loan less than 6 months after purchase, I don't feel like that would be a good idea. You can't get pre-approved for nothing? Really? I'm going to say I'll accept that challenge. Call me tomorrow or text me. And when you text me, in fact, text me now and say I can't get pre-approved for nothing, and I'll call you tomorrow and we'll talk about it. I'll accept that challenge. If you're paying rent to anyone, then go ahead and credit your rent. You can purchase your home with only you. I'm closing on a house this week that the husband is purchasing the home and the wife's not on it. It's very possible. But depending upon what state you're in, your ex-spouse or your separated spouse or estranged spouse may need to sign documentation saying that they have no vested interest in the property. Yes, I can, wherever you are. How can you credit your rent? There's a link in my bio. Good evening, sir. There's a link in my bio where you can sign up for that. I'm sorry, guys. Are there any grants for 501(c) nonprofits to buy houses? If you have a 501(c), you can use you can go to USDA.gov. with a nonprofit, I want to say in my spirit, I could be wrong. It's either 3% or 5% down that you can purchase multiple units, 5 units or more, and you will have your down payment. I want to say it's either 3 or 5%, but I know it's definitely lower. So go to USDA .gov website. Please refer me to a realtor in this area. Please send me your information so I can know. I'm going to need a little more than that, because when I do the search, I'm going to do a search for the area, and then I'm going to pinpoint, and I actually do go and read the realtor's bios before I refer them out. So I don't have a problem with looking for you. I just need to give me much as specific information as possible, so therefore I can make the best decision, like give you the best possible fit. My husband and I are mortgaged, but I want to... it jumped. Sorry. But I want to buy a home. Can you do it? Yes, you can purchase a home. Have you listed all the sites you want to talk about? I did. Is there something specifically you want to ask me about? Go right ahead. Thinking of purchasing a home out of a reverse mortgage situation. What's your thoughts? Give me a little time to marinate that. I really hate the reverse mortgage. I feel like it's a get over. I feel like it's a way to my personal opinion. Let me say that. Just my personal opinion. I don't really care for them. I feel like it's predatory. I don't like it. That's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion. You don't have to have perfect credit to purchase your first home, but you do need to have okay credit. You need to have a minimum credit score anywhere between 620 to 640. Your debt to income ratio should be at 30% or below. You can go as high as 40% depending upon what lender you're going with and what product they're offering. For example, thank you, baby. Thank you. She's so gorgeous. Thank you. Depending upon what product the bank is offering. I spoke about this earlier. For example, Synovus Bank. They have a product that mirrors NACA. The only difference is that, you have to have a credit score of a minimum of 633, and your debt to income ratio needs to be 40%. So it depends on what product, what lender is offering. That's why I tell you guys to always check more than one lender, a minimum of 3, within the same time period, so it doesn't murder your credit, okay? And do a price comparison. Remember, these lenders are working for you. You're not working for them. Great, you got approved, but guess what? If one approve you, another one approve you too. It's kind of like, if you miss one bus, wait a few minutes, you'll catch the next. To be honest with you, when should you reach out to a lender? That's my favorite question. I mean, not when a lender or realtor. Most realtors will tell you, come back to me when you're approved. That's a problem, which is why I do these lives, because I could not stand that. You're going to tell me come back when you're approved, but you're not going to tell me how to get approved? It's crazy to me. Which is why I do these lives, which is why I started doing them, which is why I keep doing them, because that's absolutely maddening to me. What perfect way to kill someone's hope? That's my opinion, which is why I do what I do. So for me and the realtors that I associate myself with, we do something like we put people what's called a pipeline. Well, we will help you get to the point where you need to be. We will also work with mortgage lenders who will give you a path, and loan originators who will give you a path to home ownership. That's the type of realtor you want to look for. A lot of realtors are going to tell you, hey, come back to me once you're pre-approved, and then we'll just go out and find you a house, and hey, bang, bang, boom, let me show you 4 or 5 houses, and let me get this check that, a couple $1,000s. However, then there are the rare gems who are really vested in your interests and who are really going to work with you from the rooter to the tutor to make sure you get where you need to be in home ownership. So, really wasn't an answer, but it kind of was an answer. You get me? Like, I may not be licensed in every state, right? But it does not mean I cannot help you. I can help you get ready to purchase your home by making sure that you are credit ready, right? So to make sure that you get to the process of at least you're approved. If you need, and then at that point, my commitment to you would be helping find a realtor in your area to help you get into a home. That's what I do. That's what I do. Okay? So, if in the event that you're coming across a realtor that says, hey, come to me when you're pre-approved, and they don't help you get pre-approved, or if you ask them, what do I need to do, and they can't refer you to someone who could possibly help you, then that's kind of an indicator that that's not the realtor for you. You want someone who's going to be as invested as to you and your happiness as possible, and you want your realtor and you want your lender to have a beautiful working relationship, that they're working in your good. So I hope that helps. Can you schedule a brief consult with me? Yes. My briefest consult that I have is a 10-minute consult, and the link is in the bio, and I never quote prices that in regards to my fees, because I just don't think it's classy. But you can hit the link in my bio and find out. Do I mentor? Yes, I do. You can hit the link in my bio and we can talk about that. Let's see. I have, do I teach people to be certified to help others? I don't offer a certification. I just teach you what I know and how to find it. Wait, I missed a great question. I tried so many times to, I tried so many times. It jumps them, y'all. I'm sorry. I tried so many times to only not be ready every time. Credit not good. Money issue. Changing credit score. Okay, so we're going to fix this. You've tried many times in the past, so you've learned many ways to fail. So we know how not to do those things again. Point 1. Point 2. Your credit may not be good, which means it's in a perfect position for restoration. We'll work on that together. Point 3. Money was an issue. When you speak of things like money and things in a negative sense, then you keep bringing negativity to you. So we're going to speak positively. And yes, we're going to work together to change your score. If you look at my previous lives that are on my YouTube channel, you'll find a plethora of free information. It's what I call my video library. Okay? So go and make good use of that. But guys, never speak of yourselves or your situation in a negative way. You're only attracting more negativity to you. Okay? We're promised great lives. Let's go out there and get them. That's why I do this. Because I want you all to be happy. I want you all to be great. And I want you all to have the best possible outcomes. I'm so over people not having hope. People not knowing where to find information. And people just feeling like things just aren't for them. You can have whatever is planted in your heart for you to have. If it's in you, if it's a desire, then if there's anything I can do to help you have that 30. Y'all, I'm sorry. My husband real disrespectful. He know I'll be on live to 9:30, and he had the audacity to call me just now at 9:20. Anywho, let's see if I can answer some more questions. I'm in Florida. Can you get home license that you inherited? You can I wouldn't even say refinancing, because if the isn't in your, you can take a loan against the home, or you can apply for a 203k loan if you're trying to repair the home, the one that inherited. Can you tell me what documents I would need when I'm starting to purchase a home? I sure can. You're going to need 2 years of taxes. I would say about 2 months of banking statements. Well, 3 months of banking statements. Your last 2 to 4 pay stubs. You're going to need, I say, 2 years of taxes. If you have things like 401k, 403b, you're going to need documentation for that, especially if you're using money for that to purchase your home. Okay, just had a thought. Not sure if you got aware of this, but if you have a 401k plan, please check with your administrator to see if you can borrow against your 401k plan to use those monies as your down payment or closing costs for the purchase of your home. Now, if you do that when you borrow money against your 401k, no, it's not reported on your credit. Here's the thing. You have two options. You can borrow money against your 401k plan if it allows you to do so for your down payment, because a lot of people think that they don't have money, then they forget that they have 401k. You can borrow against it, but then you're going to be paying two loans. You're going to be paying your home loan, and you're going to be paying your 401k back. Or you can do a withdrawal on your 401k, take the penalty hit, and go ahead and use that money towards the purchase of your home. Thank you for telling me I was smart. If you'd have saw how I tripped in my hallway earlier off my own slippers, you wouldn't think I was so smart. But okay. Can you get a home loan refinance on the home that you inherited? I just answered that question. No, you're the awesome one. Oh, my pleasure. Yes, I'm licensed in the entire state of Florida. So if you're looking for an agent and you're in the state of Florida, I can be reached at 850-212-6097. That's 850-212-6097. Okay, back to answering more questions. What do you do with your credit? Did they at least explain? Okay, I don't know what that conversation is about, but let me tell you this. When you sign up for the credit repair option that I do have available, this is why I like the organization. They don't just do it for you. Okay? 99.9% of the time, never advise you to go with an organization that's just going to do something for you without teaching you how to do it. I'm a firm believer in teaching a man to fish rather than giving him fish and only feeding him for one day. Here's why. Life happens. Who expected the whole pandemic? Not me. I moved to Florida because of Hurricane Katrina. Damn sure didn't predict that. However, because I had the skill set in my tool belt, I was able to use it to recover. You know what I mean? So if somebody goes out and you pay them just to blindly work on your credit, then you have learned nothing. So if in the event that you get in a situation, guess what? You still don't know nothing, which means you're going to be handicapped and you're going to be forced to pay someone again. Makes no sense. But the organization which I signed up with, once you sign up with them, they will review your credit. They'll send you out the letters that you will need to sign. Here's the great thing about that. They're going to send it to you in an email and a PDF. Store it. Use it in the future. You're going to have a whole dashboard. You're going to see exactly what's going on. You're going to learn. Educate yourself. The more you know about credit is the more that you're able to educate someone else. Okay? I'm one teaching many. The information I have, I'm imparting upon you so you can go and teach someone else. I want you to be at dinner with your friends, kikiing with your girlfriends, out playing pool with your homeboys, sitting there playing poker, whatever you do. And somebody say, I wish I could buy a house. I want you to go, oh, well, you can boost your credit score by adding your rent. That's the kind of way I'm trying to equip you. Your kids, mom, dad, we're ready to go ahead. We want to buy a house, but we don't have any down payment. I want you to be able to tell them how they can go about getting it. I'm educating you so you can educate others. Okay? I'm considering you fertile ground. So I'm planting my seeds. So don't just pay anyone blindly to do anything ever. Get the education behind it. Okay? We cool? Got it? Boom. And here's the thing. Also, about credit. Yes, you can get child support removed. You just have to know how. Yes, you can get bankruptcies removed. You just have to know how. Let's see. I'm scrolling back up. Am I available in Jacksonville, Florida? I'll be in Jacksonville on Wednesday. Meeting a client. That's if the storm make it possible for me to go. So the statement is that they basically, in a nutshell, they're saying they have a good credit score, but their student loans, that's an income ratio was too high. My first question is going to be, did how was that calculated? Okay. One, was it calculated when they were doing 1%? Was it calculated when they were doing I go to Palm Beach, I'm down there all the time. So were they calculating 1% or were they calculating half a percentage? Question number one. Question number two, when they were calculating it, when I say they, I mean the loan originators or the mortgage company. When they were calculating it, was they calculating it in the percentage range or were they calculating your payments? Were you in an income-based repayment plan or were you not? See, these little things, these little nuances do make a difference when they're calculating your debt to income ratio. So if you want to discuss it in more detail, please use the link in my bio and schedule an appointment. Do I come to Minnesota? No, I don't. If you would like me to come, it would have to be a couple of y'all, number one. And number two, it definitely would have to be before it gets cold. Let me let you know something about Tasha. I'm not going anywhere it's cold. Now I'm coming. We can have a whole HGT moment where we can go ahead and we can look at houses and we can sip tea. We can do all that great stuff. But if it's cold, I'm not coming. All right? That works? Okay. If it's warm, I'm in Tallahassee, but I travel the whole state. If it's warm, yeah, I go to New York. So first of all, I go to New York if it's cold. I ain't gonna lie. I come there if it's cold. Do you take notes because she's giving all the advice you need to purchase a home? I hope they are, but if they're not taking notes, please know in about 24 to 48 hours, this will be reposted on my YouTube channel. So if in the event that you may have missed any of my lives in the past, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. While you chillaxing, go ahead and we need you in some feeling this summer. While you are chillaxing, go ahead and watch some of those YouTubes. You know, fast forward. I wouldn't suggest fast forwarding because you might miss something. But go ahead, watch the YouTubes. You may find something that you did not know before. I cover a whole lot of stuff. That's why I tell y'all to bring pen and paper. So hey, also I want to sign up for the report of my rent, but it's two of us. Can we both do it? You would have to do it individually under individual accounts. Like, are both your names on the lease? Okay, great. When are you able to? My YouTube channel, it's me, Latasha McDowell, your luxurious life realtor. Y'all gotta love the animation because I am silly. But the link for my YouTube channel is in my bio. Also, let's just go over. Don't make too much money. I know how that feels. Child, it was a whole Hurricane Katrina and they told me I made too much money and I couldn't. All I got was $100 in food stamps. Moving on. Hey Pooh. So let's go over the things that I have available for you guys before I exit. I have a minute. Okay? I'm in Michigan. The lenders will not accept closing cost help. Why? You know, your lender doesn't have to actually be in your area. There are lenders who are nationwide, like Synovus Bank, Loan Depot, Movement Mortgage, Annie Mac, GreatRate.com. You don't necessarily they don't necessarily have to be in your area. The only one I will caution you against is Rocket Mortgage. And you don't want to be with places that are too big that you're just a number and not a name. But we'll discuss that later. So, okay. If you both are on the lease, then you both can do it. So, do I know about... No, I don't know about Mr. Cooper. So, okay. Let's go over this real quick. All the different things that I have available for you, okay? Link in my bio, you can schedule an appointment with me. Link in my bio for my YouTube channel. Link in my bio to join my Facebook group. Synovus wasn't helpful. Again, I can't tell you how other people do their job. I know that the person that I deal with at Synovus, Miss Sherry Proctor, who's typically on my, she always graces me with her presence on my podcast lives that are on Tuesdays at 7. And she answers so many questions. She's with Synovus, and as far as I'm concerned, she's the greatest thing in sliced cheese. But I'm saying that she's great. I'm not really talking about her company. I'm talking about her personally as a lender. But anywho, so let's stop for a second. There's a link in my bio for my Facebook group. Let me tell you what's that. When you're on my Facebook group and you join the group, I have several things that's out there for you for free. I have a budgeting calendar that's out there, a planner that's for free. I have the 611 letter for collections. Shop around for the best rates. Yes, I am familiar with the NACA program. I am a NACA realtor. I have the 611 letter. I have the pay to delete letter. I think I have the HIPAA letter out there too for mortgage, for medical stuff that you can actually download for free. One of our TikTok family members here was so gracious enough to send me a list of grants. I have a list of grants out there, not for home buying, but for businesses. I also have out there how to establish a business. These are things that are on my Facebook group page that you can actually download for free. Okay, I try to like give little incentives for people who like to spend time with me, and I think I have like what is it called? It's a deck calendar. It's out there as well. Okay, so that's all on. Is it mandatory work for the money already until I get back to work? Okay, so all that's available to you. The link is in my bio. You'll also have the link in my bio for NACA, which is the 0 down payment, 0 closing costs program. There's also a link in my bio for HUD, FHA, USDA, VA. There's the link in my bio to credit your rent, get credit repair. There's the link in my bio to purchase my book. If you're wanting to do your own credit repair, you can purchase my book and have the letters that's available for you. I also have a link in my bio where you can purchase just a PDF of all the medical dispute letters if you're wanting that. And if you have specific questions that require one-on-one time with me, again, when you get off the live, you're gonna click on my name. So if you follow me, you can click on my name and you're gonna see the Linktree link out there. Okay. You hear cool in the my husband. That's my husband, y'all, who's saying he hear cool in the game. That's telling me it's time to get off because he plays a specific song to tell me to get off. So again, I'm Latasha McDowell, your real estate coach here in Tallahassee. I sincerely am grateful that you decided to spend this time with me. You could have chose to do anything else. Time is a valuable product that you cannot get back. I am fine, baby. Time is a valuable product that you cannot get back, and it's very expensive, and I graciously thank you for spending it with me. If in the event that you have any questions or additional inquiries, please go ahead and schedule an appointment. I try to make myself as available as much as I possibly can. I'm usually here Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please, if you don't do anything else, do know that no matter what adversity may come your way, you can overcome it. And home ownership is very much so in your future. Anything worth having is worth fighting for, and I am here to fight with you. Okay? Oh, you just subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you, Pooh. Thank you, Pooh. Yeah, everything that I talk about here, it is posted on my YouTube channel. And also, I wasn't kidding earlier. I need a new assistant. Mine is embarking upon, his college career and his real estate career. He is my nephew. I foolishly got my nephews. I paid for them to go to real estate school. So now they're going to real estate school and they ain't got time to help me no more. So I need some help. I'm out here drowning in these streets. I really am. Also, FYI, again in December, I will be giving away more scholarships to high school graduates for those who graduate. You just found my YouTube on FB? Cool. For those who have students that will be graduating in December, look forward to that. My husband and I, we usually sponsor for people to go to real estate school. We mostly try to focus on those who have recently graduated, okay? To try to give them a career right off the bat, because real estate, they're not making any more land. Hello? It's a win-win. You guys have a good night. My YouTube channel is my name. The link is in my bio. You guys have a good night.